Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit that notification bell, get the updates. Really excited for today's video. I need a delicious beer. Today, just a little bit of background. Today is Monday. I'm reviewing it on a Monday. I know I'm not posting it on a Monday. And it was a Monday going back to work after being off for a while, on break, on holiday. And it was very much a Monday after break. And I lived every moment of that day, or of today. And I'm like, man, I'm going to, and I typically enjoy the beers I'm drinking, but I'm like, I need a beer I know I'm going to like that has a little bit of ABV in it. And this, I think, is that beer. So it's Hop Butcher's Minted Holiday Imperial Stout brewed with chocolate and Frango mint oil. So it's got that chocolate and mint stout vibe. 10.5% ABV. It is not, well, it's a collaboration with Frango. Assuming it's pronounced Frango, like mango. I love chocolate and mint together. I think, peanut butter and chocolate together get a lot of love and deserve a lot of love. But mint and chocolate, yeah, definitely deserve some love. I have not looked at the tasting notes. I'm trying not to on these Hop Butcher beers after I give my thoughts. But I gotta imagine chocolate and mint are probably on the list of things. It's pretty darn black. I've really enjoyed their stouts. I see actually today they just announced that they are going to be coming out with not Fat Bear, what are they calling it? It's the stout with peanut butter, and then this time they're gonna have coffee, which sounds really awesome. But anyway, they're really, with the name Hop Butcher, they do awesome hoppy offerings, but they do a lot of other stouts or other styles really well, like stouts. So anyway, it's dark. I mean, that's black, a little bit of brown in there, but that's a black beer. Probably a finger when I poured it. It's a dark, deep mocha, tiny bubbles. Looks like a big stout. Let's get into that aroma. Let's smell all that mint and chocolate. Yeah. I tell you what, this is going to be one of those reviews where it's like, yeah, it tastes like it's supposed to. It tastes like the adjuncts. There'll be some other nuance and things, certainly. But one of the things that probably is worth focusing on is the harmony, the balance, if you will. And the chocolate and mint I'm getting really is working. It's not like overly minty, like you just brushed your teeth and now you're trying to drink a beer or something, like where maybe it wouldn't work. Like it's a really nice, like you do get that mint, but then yeah, that chocolate is like giving it a hug. It's like it's gonna be okay. You don't have to puff your chest out too much, mint. And that, man, it's such a cool, man, that mint. It's so specific. It's not, doesn't smell like candy canes. It very much, for me, in like my knowledge of mint chocolate candies, it's Andes. My great grandmother every Christmas used to give us $20 gift card to the mall and a box of Andes candies. So that was my Christmas memory of something like this. It's not. It's interesting. Like I never really thought about it, like how that is different than a York peppermint patty, but both are minty and chocolatey. Like it very much reminds me of Andes. I don't know this candy. At least I don't think I do. And to me, it's all Andes. If you do know that one. And like the mint, it just seems so like real. Like right, they said mint oil. Yeah, like it really it is. It's that much like, yeah, like you would think like you would pick some mint leaves off the tree or off the stem, and like kind of like you could do with hops, and smell like it really. Wow, it's intense in a very real way. You know what's reminding me of too? Then I'll take a sip because there's not. Like I was saying, like, yeah, this beer is going to be the adjuncts. Like spoiler alert, I haven't even tried it yet, but it's going to be the adjuncts. But the nuance of it is probably what's going to be more interesting, how sweet or dry it is. Like that kind of stuff will be more the focus. I'm getting big brownie vibes. Like you had mint chocolate chips and you baked some pretty ooey gooey brownies. It really, like that That and the Andes candies in beer form. But anyway, let's get into the taste. Cheers. Thanks again, Hop Butcher. If I forgot to say this, this is This is courtesy of them. Yeah, that's good. I had to redo my intro a few times, so I forget if I thanked them. So if I did not, seriously, thank you guys, Hot Butcher. Like I was talking about that, one of the things to look for in this beer will be how well they balance the mint with the stoutiness. The chocolate, in my opinion, easier to balance because chocolate is so much a part of most stouts' flavor profile. Real nice handling of the mint. It's not overly minty where it's like, this is too much. It's like the toothbrushing thing, like, it's too much. And it's definitely not too little where you're like, is there mint there? You know, I hate to throw around the word perfect, but it's probably the perfect amount of mint. And you are getting that chocolate, and thankfully, you're getting base beer. Like there's a roasty element, which is really nice. It's not quite coffee, but like there is, it can't be from the adjuncts. Like it has to be the amount of roastiness. And not that this is overly roasty, but again, like in a beer that's going to be the adjuncts, I'm glad to see some base roastiness because that chocolate is expressing itself as chocolate in this, not that roasty thing. That's definitely stout roastiness, and I'm here for it. And it does have that, that, again, just because of my point of reference, that Andes Candies in beer form vibe. It's sticky, it's sweet, but again, there is just a little bit of that roast to prevent it from being what I would say is cloyingly sweet. And that real, I guess I was expecting almost like an artificial, a minty taste for some reason. And it is so expressive in real mint. It's really, I think it's probably obvious. It's kind of blowing my mind. Yeah, it's really tasty, like really tasty. And then that chocolate brownie batter thing comes in waves too. Not the most overly complex beer, which I think I've said in every review of Hot Butcher Stouts. But it delivers on the promise, and there is nothing wrong with that. Let's see what they have to say. Cool mint, the holidays, creamy chocolate. I think I explained how the chocolate comes across to me. I mean, I could see some milk chocolate. I'm going a little dark because of the base beer roast. And then that brownie thing, then like chocolate truffle or something, which is kind of what I think when I hear that descriptor. Does it taste like the holidays? Yeah, I'm reviewing this after the holidays, but my wife's family is Russian Orthodox, so I think by proxy I get 2 extra weeks of Christmas time. So I think it's still within the holidays for me by marriage. Man, yeah, this is stupid good. That's what this is. Thanks again for sending it, Hot Butcher. I really appreciate it. You guys had this beer before? Have you had a good mint stout lately? It's actually been a while since I've had a minted stout. And it's a style that I think can be done very poorly, like in a pretty easy way. I think it's an adjunct that a lot of, and I'm not a brewer, this is not judgmental. I think a lot of breweries, at least the ones I've been exposed to, struggle with how to incorporate the mint with a base stout, and this is really special. Anyway, thoughts, comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So always please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, I knew I was going to hiccup. Cheers. Or like a hiccup burp combo. Ugh.